Hi. I wanted to put this video together today. I wanted to say hi on Facebook, and I don't usually do this on my personal profile. However, we're all friends on here, and I've had the same Facebook profile since I first came onto Facebook. So, you might know me all the way back from my school days, right the way through college, uni. You might have known me through my dentistry, or, even from just chatting on here about what it is I'm doing now. The reason I wanted to put this video together is because I wanted to answer some commonly asked questions about what it is that I do. How does it work? What's the company? What do you get up to? And I work with some really great people as well, and we all seem to get asked the same questions. So it got me wondering how many people out there, that are on my Facebook or, friends of friends that see what I'm doing but don't get those questions answered, and maybe use that as a reason to think I probably couldn't work within this business. So hopefully today I'm going to answer a couple of the frequently asked questions that I get, and it might be one that you've had. But if not, feel free to ask me some more. So firstly, let me just thank everybody that has asked a question, because it has spurred me on to create this video today. So when I first came across this company, I wanted to know, what do you do? How does this business work? Well, anybody can work this business from home and run a successful business without any previous experience. My background's predominantly horses. I started off mucking out, going through working on a stud yard, then I was an equine dentist, and then I worked in equine retail. And so when I looked at this company, I was at a point in my life where I was stuck in a really big rut, and I wasn't happy there, but I didn't really know what else to do. And then this business opportunity popped up. And what it meant is, when I first looked at it and knowing the scale of it and seeing the different variety of people working within the company, mums and dads, there's corporate, people coming from a corporate background, people coming from uni, still at uni, mums working from home, sports professionals, vets, doctors, such a variety of people. It's absolutely huge, it's incredible. But it filled me full of confidence that it didn't matter that my background was equine. It didn't matter that I hadn't got a clue what I was going to be doing, because I was going to get trained. Now, how does the company work? Well, we recommend products and the company pay us the retail profit. And that's because these products within the company, they're not available on the high street or in shops. They're only available through us. The company has been around for 38 years, and these products are unique to them. They're really safe and they're highly effective, so it fills us full of confidence when we come to recommending them to other people. But we also get a lot of training and a lot of support on that. The second area that we can earn money is through team building. We get paid team leading bonuses for helping and mentoring other people to do what we've done. So let's just say, like I do, you speak to somebody about the business and you go on to coach, train and mentor them to build a lovely retail income, just working from home for a couple of hours a week. Now, what's great about this is that we all get paid our retail profit in the same way. So you will always be the biggest earner for any of the products that you sell. But then the company pay the person that introduces you to the business a tiny percentage of the total turnover that you've generated. And the reason that they do that is because that's a helping bonus, basically. They want you to be successful, so they enable that to happen by providing the opportunity for you to be trained and supported. They don't just want you to come in and feel like you're just left on your own. They want you to be a success. So we get paid to help people as well. But how the level of income changes is that you could choose maybe to help just 1 or 2 people, or maybe you go on to help 50 or 100, 500 people create lovely retail businesses. If you do that, it's totally up to you how much you want to earn and what you want to get out of the time that you put into this. So when I understood that, my mind was just blown. I was just like, wow. Whilst things were quiet with my equine dentistry, and whilst I, had the opportunity to switch off the TV at night, I started building something for me. I started talking to people about what I was doing, retailing the products, and helping other people do exactly the same thing. Now, I've helped a lot of people come into this business, and they're building successful retail businesses, successful team leading businesses, independently, exactly the same as I am, because that's what they want to do. Now, this company is in 158 countries around the world. It's totally global. What that means for us really is that we can work with anybody anywhere. it means that we can, especially in this day and age with the internet, the world is such a small place, we can contact people and communicate with them anywhere. We get to work flexibly, the hours that we want, the times that we want. We get to, we haven't got the restrictions by postcodes or territories. And this way of working has had a complete lifestyle overhaul for myself in the last 18 months. It's been absolutely incredible. I've gone from being a horse dentist to an equine retailer whose business failed due to the recession and caused an awful lot of debt, to now working in a completely flexible way that allows me to choose what I earn every single month safely and securely. I've even been able to live in Europe. My partner had a job and was working over there, and unfortunately, if I hadn't been working in this company, I wouldn't have been able to join him. But because I could work flexibly, I was able to live over there in Europe for a year while still building a successful business. And I'm now back in the UK, and things are just going from strength to strength. Now, the great thing about it is I'm really excited that by the end of this year, my forever business, my forever income, will be able to provide the whole household with an income. So not only do I love my job, but it's actually opened up my partner's eyes to a new way of working. Being able to do something he enjoys, choose what he wants to do, rather than being in a job because he needs to be. So I get asked a lot of questions. One of the most frequently asked questions is, have I missed the boat? Well, I started a while ago, you've seen me start, maybe you thought you should have started back then. Well, no. The answer is you've never missed the boat if you decide to try. The only way that you will miss the boat is if you never give it a go, never get started. Now, the time wasn't right for me 10 years ago, for example, and this company has been in the UK for 21 years now. And if I'd have looked at this and started 10 years ago, it wouldn't have been right. I had other things I wanted to do. So the time has got to be right for you. But whenever it is, if you decide to get started, you can get started. Are there too many people doing this? Is it saturated? Well, my response to that is that's the whole point of what we do. The whole point of this business is we want to be known. And so lots of people looking after a handful of people, handful of retail customers, helping them out with their health, means that there's so much more room for growth within this business. Now, lots of us having small retail businesses that we can look after and grow means that a lot of people have an extra healthy, lovely retail income. So of course with the internet as well, how can we think that there's ever not enough people to talk to? We've got billions of people around the world. Is it saturated? Well, my answer to that really is, well, the products, they're always running out. They're consumable. We are always going to have people reordering from us. But not just on the product side of things. If you look at the team leading and team building aspect of this, people's lives change. People are always looking for different things at different times in their life. People go on maternity leave and don't want to go back to their job. People sadly get made redundant. You might be looking for a change in career and to do something like I was that gave me my life back, had that work-life balance back. But the beauty of it is that people are coming into this business and doing things faster and faster than ever before. Sometimes people worry that they don't have enough time. That's a good one. That's a big one that I get asked. I don't think I've got enough time. Could I do this? The answer is, if you want to. When I first looked at this business, I was moving house. I'd started a new job, and I was shutting down a business. I could have said I had not enough time, but I wanted what the company was able to provide me with, so I found some. I didn't watch TV in an evening, and instead I was tinkering online, I was making new friends, I was chatting to people, I was building my retail business and just showing other people how I did it because I'd been shown how to. And the great thing is you learn new skills about how to do all that along the way. You learn how to express what it is that you're doing. And people worry that, you might not have any sales experience, you don't want to be in sales, you don't want to get pushy. That is totally understandable. I was exactly the same. I'd been in retail, and in a former life I'd also sold windows, and I did not want to be pushing products on somebody. So I can totally understand where you're coming from in that. But what I realised when starting working within this business is that this is not like that. I had an opportunity to provide a solution. People are always complaining about their health in one way or another, aches, pains, or maybe they're complaining about their income. The level of earnings, do you run out of money before the end of the month? There's so many people in that situation. I was. And if somebody hadn't mentioned this to me as a solution, it wouldn't have given me the chance to take a look. That's what I do. I have a solution now, and I just provide people with the information. If they want to go for it, fantastic. If they don't, that's fine. But that's how the business grows. So where am I now? Well, as I mentioned a little earlier, my life has had a complete overhaul in the last 18 months. I'm living a very happy, very comfortable life thanks to the opportunity to work in the way that I do. But I'd also love to say a big thank you to anyone that supported me. You know, this is not just exclusive to me. Anybody can work within this business because you get shown how. You've just got to want to work in a different way. You can learn the skills to be successful, and any one person can make this a success for whatever you want it to be. Now, over the next couple of weeks, just going to give you a heads up, there's going to be a lot of buzz, a lot of hype, a lot of pictures, a lot of videos on my Facebook feed because I'm going to South Africa with the company. And I just wanted to say that if you see anything or if anything crops up on there and you just think, why not? I've got to give it a go. Just be in touch. If you've got a question, just ask me. If it's not for you, that's absolutely fine. But if it is, then all we'll do is we'll get working, we'll get to work. So don't let the fact that I'm away, or don't let the fact that we haven't spoken for a while, get in the way of your questions or get in the way of your interest. I'm here to help you, answer anything that you have to ask, so that you can decide if you want to do something like this or not. So we're all friends here. Feel free to get in touch. I'll speak to you soon.